Hello and welcome to my very first video after the January 2020 Banlist, and today I won my locals with a Mekk Invoked deck and I won 3 games. I got 1 draw versus True King Dino, and I just wanted to present you the deck I played and the deck I want to keep in the upcoming format, because I think Mekk Invoked has a very good place in this format, and I just wanted to show you what I played today. I will put in some thoughts and playstyles I've had with this deck, and I just want to start with the main deck. So let's see. Of course, we're playing Invoked, so I need 3 Alistair. Alistair searches your invocation and it gives an attack boost for your fusions, and it's not a once per turn, so pretty good. For the Mekk engine, I had 3 Purple Nightfall, I had 2 Blue Sky, I had 2 Indigo Eclipse, 1 of the Red Moon, and 1 Yellow Star. With the upcoming set in May, and we get the Mekk Orc or Skirsu, these two become very important. And of course I played a pure going second, a blind going second deck, and these two blind second are very good. One destroys monsters and one destroys spells, traps, and the appropriate column they are summoned in. And of course Indigo Eclipse, Blue Sky, and Purple Nightfall are just you grinding Mekk Knights. So I think this is the absolute minimum you have to play. Maybe I'm gonna put in a 3rd Blue Sky, but 2 were fine today. So because I'm playing a blind second deck, I played Kaijus. I decided to play 3. I had 2 Gameciel and 1 of the Kumungus, 1 Insect Kaiju, and just to get over problematic monsters. Then 1 card I'm not sure if I want to keep it is Phantasme. Today I only resolved it once and the rest of the games it were dead. And because I expect a lot of back row and trap decks and a lot of decks that don't special summon from the extra deck, I think I will switch it over to the side deck and don't play it in the main and only side it against the appropriate matchups. So for hand traps I only played 2 Ash. To be honest, I only played 2 because the space is very short in this deck, and it's a hard once per turn, so you don't want to open with multiples. And I play 3 impermanence because I think it's still one of the best hand traps you can play ever. It's just once in a gate, and even if you get past turn 2, you can set it for the upcoming turn. Then yeah, Banlist, first hit, I only play 1 Dino Wrestler because Banlist says so, but I think it's still good. Going second card is a big beater, get rid of 1 card. That's it for the spells, for the monsters, and let's get to the spells. I played 3 Magical Meltdown, of course you need to play, and 1 Terraforming. I wish you could use more, but yeah, well, it's like what it is. Meltdown just searches your Alistair, your normal sum, and also it says your fusion sum cannot be negated, and it cannot be striked because opponent cannot use cards when your fusions are summoned. Then because I play a Mekk Invoked deck, I play 2 invocations. If it would be a pure Invoke deck, I probably would play 3. And of course, because I play a Go second deck, the Book of Law, just because it helps so much with OTKs, just gives you a free special summon from the extra deck in the battle phase. Then I play the 1 Memory of the World Legacy. I'm not quite sure if I want to keep it that way, but it's just another extender at the end of the combo. If you know you don't want to summon any more monsters, you just use it for an extra Mekk Knight and can just grind in your Mekk Knight engine, because it forces you to only summon Mekk Knights for the rest of the turn. Then I have 2 instant fusions for going second, and I only play 2 because I only play 2 targets for it, and I don't want the 3rd one to be dead in my deck, so only 2. And one of the best going second cards in the upcoming format, I think, will be, and probably is, it's Super Poly. It's so good that this card is at 3 and I don't want to miss out on it. Sadly, only 1 secret, but whatever. Then the next Banlist hit, I played 2 Mind Controls. This is just for getting rid of monsters that are problematic after turn 2 and to link up into my Appaloosa, because to be honest, I don't think I can get into Appaloosa without an opponent's monster, so I'm kind of forced to use mind control. Of course, I can special summon 4 Mekk Knights and go into Appaloosa, but to be honest, you want to banish the Purple Knight 4 and all the others are just link fodder for these link 2s. And then just for back row hate, I have 2 Cosmic Cyclone with more back row hate in the side deck. And that's it for the main. It's a 40 card main. And I don't know, I don't want to change a lot, just the Phantasme, maybe move them to the side deck. But today it was okay. For the extra deck, I play 1 Alistair, the Invoker of Madness, 1 Mekk Knight with a Morning Star, and 1 Beat Cop. I think you need at least 3 Link 2s for your fusions in this Master Rule, when Master Rule 5 or the revisioned Master Rule comes out. I think you can skip out on Beat Cop and put on another Invoked monster, like I'm thinking Elysium. Elysium is a very good one. Just another super poly target as well. Yeah, Alistair searches your invocation or the Book of Law if he's on the field while a fusion summon is conducted. And your Morning Star searches any of your World Legacy cards if you discard a Mekk Knight or World Legacy card. So just like the traps, the spells, and there are the other cards for the Mekk Knights that negate in the same column. 1 Link monster I played, but I just had to proxy today, was Salamangreat Almirage. You just need to have something for Alistair to link into, and Almirage is, to be honest, just the best one, because if you're forced to go first, you normally Alistair link into Almirage, and then you just can set 1 spell in the appropriate under the appropriate extra monster zone, and you have 2 columns to special summon your Mekk Knights. It's perfect. And also Almirage is a fire target, just to use your Purgatory on the upcoming turn. Today I played 1 BLS Link. I think this card is very, very good for what it takes to summon. It's just 3 monsters. You can get very easily to 3 monsters, even with mind control. And then you have just 1 of your big Mekk Knights with level 7 or higher, and he gets all the protection. And this card is just an insta win with so many decks. So I really, really like it. Then, like I said, the Appaloosa is not a going first card for this deck because I'm playing blind second. I use this if I can't win the turn 2. I just made it with, I don't know, with my Mekk Knights, with a Link 2, with Mind Control, and just sit on this with 3 monster in the gates of 4, and have my Kaliga under it. And I showed Kaliga soon, and I'll explain why this is such a good combo. For the Invoked fusions, I have 2 Mekkabar. I think Mekkabar is just one of the best ones. It's a big beater and negates any card your opponent uses with the appropriate in hand and banishes it. Purgatory for Auticars. I never used it today for Auticars, but it was just an extender, so it's fine. And then the Kaliga. Like I said, Kaliga plus Appaloosa is just full-on monster lock, because Kaliga says your both players only have 1 monster left, 1 monster effect left per turn, and 1 attack per turn. So you have Appaloosa, you have this card, you have 3 monster in the gates per turn, and Kaliga says you only have 1. So I think you can do the math. It's very good. So most likely I have the I don't know, the Alistair Link and one of the Invoked fusions. I searched the Book of Law, and in the battle phase I fuse into Kaliga with the Book of Law and either attack for it or summon it in defense, because in defense is just stronger, and go into main phase 2, use my remaining monsters for Palooza, and it's just a full-on lock. Then for the super poly targets, still one of the Fusion Dragon. I think just a lot of dark monsters are still around, so I think it's one of the best. Then the 1 Mud Dragon. I think Mud Dragon is probably one of the most generic ones, because you can either play with the type of this card. I think the top thing is called type in English. I'm sorry, it's on my mother tongue. So yeah, it's an attribute. You can play with the attribute of the card just to play with your invocation, so it's very good. And it's just the most used for all your super poly plays. And for the instant fusion targets, I have the 1000 Ice Restrict, I have the 1 Raijin, I actually made Raijin the normal way with the opponent's Appaloosa, banished it, used my Alistair, so it was even summonable in this way. And I have the one Dingirsu just for the Orcus matchup and for mind control. Then for the side deck, I had the one fusion, I had the one spell that negates traps, and I had the one trap that negates spells in the appropriate column. And with the memory of World Legacy in your main deck, you'll probably always have the appropriate Mekk Knight in the column. So for going first, if I have game 2 and 1 and my opponent sees all my going second card and forces me to go first, I really like this engine. Maybe I'm gonna put in something with Trap Trick, but I think this was fine as it is. I have 3 Lanceas. Lancea is still one of the best hand traps you can use going second, and if you know your opponent plays Thunder Dragon, or because you actually have one Thunder Dragon player left in our local, or he plays Orcus, just use Lancea. It's an insta game win. Then I had 3 Nibiru's. I never used them, so okay. But I think it will be a good hand trap in the upcoming format. And for more back row hate, I have 2 Twin Twisters. So yeah, that's it for my deck profile. I hope you like it. As always, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for me, share it with your friends, and we see you next time. Bye bye.